Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some Veigar mid lane versus a Katarina, and we are going to be playing Vampgar. We are going to be getting Omnivamp items to make it so I sustain quite a bit. Omnivamp does give you not a reduction effect anymore, or it is in the past, right? Like I think a year ago, or maybe it was even 2 years ago, AoE abilities used to not heal you for 100% of their value, but they do now. It's just against minions they still don't. But enemy champions, if you like land your W and stuff, you can heal for a lot. If you're gonna deal like 1,000 damage to somebody, um, and it's an enemy champion, and you have like 20% Omnivamp, you will heal for like 200, right? And that's a really ridiculous amount, and we are a scaling champion with a lot of AP, which means that we can get those numbers to be kind of high and sustain ourselves. But we need to be tanky enough, and also have enough like CDs to make it so it's still like pretty effective. Otherwise, we'll just die one shot before the healing can take place. So because of that, I am going to be going for a, did she just mess up all of these minions, or... Anyways, we're going to be going for a Thimblewinter first, because it is extremely inexpensive and allows us to start tier, which means that our early game is, like, substantially worse, because we just don't have a way to, like, ever fight, really. But thankfully, Katarina's not that scary of a character to go versus. And it cost as much as Rod of Ages, but I got to buy tier instead of Doran, so we can finish that sooner. And then it also gives CDR compared to Rod of Ages 2, because I do enjoy having some CDR on Veigar, so I can stack easier, and that kind of helps out as well. So that's what the plan is. We're gonna go probably Gunblade after that, and then probably a Death Cap. We're gonna go the Omnivamp boots, because the Omnivamp boots also will give us a pretty substantial amount of Omnivamp itself, combined with the Gunblade. And we're CSing okay so far. I mean, it's not going to be the easiest to, of course, lane versus this guy for the entire game. Just because she has pretty free reign to harass me whenever she wants. But still, despite that, I mean, we'll just sit back and just continue farming and just try to not ever die to her, because giving her kills ever is pretty bad. If we do die, though, it's not the end of the world, because we're Veigar, and we literally scale so well. We have an infinite stacking AP source, so of course that means that it'll be okay if we do fall behind versus Kat and her crazy mid game where she can snowball out of control sometimes. Still just trying to get as many Q stacks as possible by like lining up the minions in correct ways. Big damage to me, that's okay though. And we'll just get that, and then we'll just back off, because I'm too low now. She does have Ignite. We do have TP for a reason, which is to leave and come back, of course. She will try to shove in very quickly. We'll just immediately start TPing. And we'll go refillable, so we don't just straight up die when we come back, where maybe she gets one good trade-off, and I can kind of have a little bit of leeway with just being able to heal up a little bit after the chunks. But yeah, so to minions, you have a 33% effective rate, which means that if you, like, use your W on 3 minions, that's, like, the full amount. You'll usually heal late game for about 100 to 300 health every single time you press W on the wave, which also allows you to have sustain for side laning, which is pretty convenient. She is just going to be taking these minions, so I'm just going to, like, play kind of far away from her for now. They do have a Thresh as their support, and Thresh support definitely could be a roamer. There's a chance that he might come mid. Okay, she got me good. But she still got hit by a Q, which is pretty convenient, and I was able to auto-attack her a lot, which definitely is not that shabby for us. Another thing about going, like, little amount of damage with this Fimble early on is it's not that bad, just because the amount of damage that my abilities do increases because the AP ratio of Veigar is actually low and increases as the game continues on every ability. Katarina might do her like resets down here and like kill everybody, we'll see. I didn't follow because honestly I'm like a range character and she still might die, and even if she does die like that, that's pretty good for the team because I can still like try to shove this out quickly mid. Usually my W would one-shot the waves by doing it like that, but because we of course have less AP than I normally do, that makes it a bit harder. Vayne still was able to kill everybody too, and I get a bunch of plates mid. Sometimes with, like, roaming mids, I just feel like it's never worth following them. Like, if I follow her, sure, I could maybe get down there and some stuff, but it's a maybe. Meanwhile, this is a guarantee. I can get a bunch of stuff mid if I just stay here. That being said, though, I definitely need a base eventually, because I don't like being this low. I also have, like, a decent buy, too, which is nice. Got one stack onto her while she tries to damage me a little bit. We could go Omni Vamp Boots immediately if we really wanted to. It does have a stacking mechanic as well, and it would allow me to follow her roams a little bit easier. And buying Fimbulwinter and finishing it isn't as important as some other tier items because it doesn't give a shield or anything. How Fimble works is that when you finish it, it is going to give us a shield when we immobilize people. If you are a melee character, you only need to slow them, but we're not a melee character, so our stun will still be somewhat useful for it, and Fimble is already an item that some characters already buy, Veigar already buys, so it's not too unheard of to have this item on this character in the first place. So don't think of it as, like, completely wasted stats. A lot of people actually build this item and sometimes even prefer it. York's probably gonna die top because he's super overextended and he's not respecting pings, but that's okay. What we can try to do is maybe go bot and try to dive ourselves because those guys are kind of low, and if York is able to kill all of them, that's good too. We'll see. He did not. That's fine though. They already killed Smolder bot side. That's sick. We have late game through me. I mean, look at my CS per minute. We're up like 20 on her so far. That's a pretty good amount of gold gained. I have done the Gunblade first item on Veigar before, but the problem is that your mana pool is so freaking tiny that if you don't have blue buff, you'll just go so quickly. Just trying to stack efficiently here. I'll go back, though, because we have been kind of spamming our abilities all the time. Oh. She's low, but you can see that my amount of mana still isn't, like, too absurd. I had about 300, and the amount of mana that I had means I could do, like, one full rotation. I'd rather probably have a little bit more. She did get a shutdown from top, which means that, of course, she is going to be coming back with probably really good items. More items than I have. I'm almost able to kill the minions with one auto attack so far. We're only 300 gold away from our Fimble, or completion of our item. It's not going to be Fimble just yet, because we still need to stack the tier. But we're getting there. What does she have? Gunblade? So she also has Sustain, but I mean, that's pretty regular on Katarina. She's just dead here. Because the Echo was rotating in at the exact moment that she was trying to go for stuff. We still deal a pretty good amount of damage because we still have 100 AP as if we do have an item. And Veigar's AP ratios aren't so bad that we're going to be, of course, like, worthless or anything. So that guy dies too. I also get blue buff from that as well. Not really sure what happened to Nefiri there to get caught out like that. But now, just like her, I'm going to start getting a little bit of an advantage myself, which is going to really kind of go crazy once I have the Gunblade done for the sustain. because when the Gunblade is done, the amount of healing you get gets really crazy. So I'm just gonna go finish my item. Unless she, like, stops me here, but I'll ping that she's missing. And then we'll start building the Gunblade, which builds out of Amp Tomes. We can maybe just walk back mid, and then just save the TP. I meant to buy a pink ward there, but I kind of messed it up. So now we have a lot of AP. We also have the benefit of this gives me bonus health based off of my amount of mana that I have. So we are slightly tanky. And then because we have a little bit of tankiness, then inside of team fights, when I land my abilities to sustain myself, it's going to feel pretty good. Do I die? Nope. Jeez, dude, those guys just wanted to really get me, huh? She is kind of low, but I don't think I can catch her. I'll just, like, chuck out my ability, and if it sticks, then it sticks. Neferi might still try to ulti me mid lane because I am kind of chunked. My Q finally is able to one-shot the waves, though, because we just have a little bit of AP. And also, my Q is finally maxed, so the AP ratio is no longer 50%, but it's a 70% ratio now. We also were saving TP for this kind of purpose, where if I did get chunked out of lane, that I would just be able to come back immediately. She should be able to leave very easily, because Katarina is ridiculous at leaving cage with her dash when there's minions around. Decided to just chuck it out anyways, because you never know if it might stick. Just gonna put down some vision control. Seems like it's okay. I don't really want to roam bot side because that's where Neferi is and my Echo is top side. My York is doing good top side, which is great. We have our boots completed, which means now when we are above half, we get 5% more damage, which isn't insane, but it's still better than nothing. And you can see that my damage isn't really that bad. So she ultied away, or rather flashed away. I just was trying to do a little bit of a chunk onto her, but then because I landed a couple of my abilities, it made it a little bit better, which allowed me to almost get her. And we're so tanky, too, already. I mean, it's not the easiest to kill me. Ooh, okay. I mean, good chunk again. We'll just continue pressuring the turret really hard. We still don't have the Gunblade like her, so the amount of Omnivamp that I have isn't really that much. It's only 6%, and 6% Omnivamp is barely anything. Yor can just go back top, dude. There's no reason to, like, lane swap anywhere. I am starting to run out of mana, though, which means that we probably want to base pretty soon. Are you able to take that on your own and not need me? Bro, this sucks. For me, kind of. I mean, she might face check us, which would be kind of nice, and we can, like, poke her really hard. I'll just base on next wave, because we want to always be basing on a wave that, is a better opportunity for us to get stuff done. You never want to miss that much minions. Wow, that hit you? Cool. So we got all those minions. We'll finally take our base. We don't have our Gunblade just yet, and I don't think that I can get 600 gold very easily right now. So I'm still going to just leave. We can still buy probably a Darkseal, because Darkseal's pretty cost-effective. Katarina's just going to roam top and try to kill Yorick because he's so fed, but good luck with that. My Yorick is kind of ridiculous. I think that they need Neferi, too. Yeah, I had a feeling that Neferi would be there. He just disrespected too hard for being too far up, but nonetheless, I mean, we'll just go back to taking mid lane turret. I mean, she can't really fight me very easily, and whenever she comes back and tries to duel me when I have the Gunblade available, should be okay. She does have anti-heal. Not that the anti-heal, I think, will be too substantial, though. Still need 600 gold. Should be able to take the turret. Thresh was last rotating mid. You can see he's, like, kind of in the area. He's right here. I won't be able to catch her very easily. If she wants to jump on me, she can try. But I doubt that she ever would want to, because, I mean, the risk of going on top of me is probably a little bit too great. There is a TP coming down, so let's just back off. There's no reason to overexert ourselves here. We should be just happy that nobody got caught. My Thimble is almost done. Gunblade is literally 100 gold away. Yeah, dude, playing against any champion with my champion is sometimes so challenging to deal with because landing my abilities is so hard. Because they honestly can kite so well, but I'm glad that I lived. I don't really have more items than him, and he had barrier as well. So lucky. I think luck goes both ways there, brother. Maybe a little bit. So now that we have this has a 30% AP ratio on it, and the amount of sustain that I'll have is way better. Because this gives you some Omnivamp, but it goes up to 10% per stack. We don't have that much yet. And the increased healing, shielding, and regen is something that can affect Omnivamp. So even though I was low, it still was a pretty low amount, so you can't really see the numbers. You're going to see the numbers now. Now they'll show up. We're going to go Death Cap next just to get really high AP, because we still want high AP to benefit from the Omnivamp in the first place. Looks like Vayne got caught by a Thresh Hook, which is tragic, but, I mean, not much that we can really do to help her there. Wow, that guy gets to survive with 1 HP? That's crazy. I think that the Omnivamp might have saved my life, potentially. Because you can see the numbers now. Like, I'm starting to sustain for a lot from minions, which is the 30% amount. And just a little bit of health sometimes is enough to survive, like, outcomes like that. I should have just burned everything on Thresh. I was hoping that I would not need to, but I haven't done this build too frequently, so I don't know my damage like the back of my hand with some other Veigar builds, so I thought that I would be able to get him without having to commit so much. Still, though, not bad. Let's just continue backing away. We don't really have much mana right now. We do have TP to get back on the map, though, and of course our next buy is quite nice. I can't help her, I have no mana, so if she dies, that's on her. We'll just TP back, because there's a chance that they still overextend to try to kill our teammates, and I might be able to still salvage it. Nah, she's just gonna be able to run away, huh? I just gunbladed him just to deal a little bit. I won't be able to catch Mundo, he's too fast. Wow, I thought that she'd be able to escape, but I guess not. Yorick caught Mundo? How? How on earth can you catch him? I thought he could just run away the entire time. Maybe he had Flash? Oh, he has Ghost, that's why. Of course, Thresh is not threatening, like, in the slightest, really, so I'll just, like, take the turret in front of his face, because he can't really do too much to us. We have the 20% Omnivamp now, so we heal for 20% of the damage that we deal, and it's thousands of damage, obviously, to, like, enemy champions. So you can see I just healed for, like, 300 there. She's still trying to commit, but if I can just land stuff, I'm gonna start sustaining too much. So yeah, they tried, but when I'm able to land stuff onto enemy champions, the healing is kind of ridiculous, so I can sustain myself very well. I do want this blue buff. because I, of course, am very all the time. But we have Death Cap now, and this is when it will get really nuts whenever we get chunked and they don't have anti-heal. Although, even if they do have anti-heal, if I sometimes land like a 2-man W, I mean, we're still gonna heal for a lot. Gets really crazy. Vayne, unfortunately got caught again, but it is what it is. The Thresh is still someone that keeps on stepping up so aggressively all the time, and it's so annoying that I have to, like, go against him, because I would rather, obviously, fight, like, anybody else. Because the Merc Treads is just annoying to deal with his stuff. If we cage on top of ourselves when we get Nefiri ultied, we should have a decent chance of being able to outplay. Oh, Nefiri. I can get some stuff from her dogs. The top wave is going pretty hard right now, and somebody needs to collect it. I don't want to be the person that gets caught out here, so that's why I'm not stepping up, because even though I have sustain and stuff, if I get hit by, like, a hook, I could just, like, instantly die. Okay, that guy just literally tried to hook, but because he tried to hook, he set himself up to get caught by that. I'm gonna go grab blue buff, and also that top wave. I know that I'm, like, taking a lot of farm from Vayne as well. I'm strong enough that I should be able to carry the teamfights, though. I do have TP available if I want to try to join a teamfight later on. We're only one dragon away from getting Soul. My next item would probably be like a Crypt Loom to have some CDR, but also more healing. Riftmaker, of course, could give us more Omnivamp, but I think the more realistic thing is going more damage, which also can feed back into more damage equals more healing, because Omnivamp is based off of post-mitigation, so it's after it does damage, and I obviously want to deal as much as possible so I can heal for as much as possible. I mean, this is still going okay. We should be able to do this pretty easily, you know? Like, just have them walk in and we just fight them. I feel like after they chunk themselves that badly, this should be, like, a good angle to start it, because nothing is really going on right now. We're just kind of letting Smolder scale. I think that, honestly, I could maybe just start it myself. I can sustain myself pretty well. Even if it's a Baron, which still gets the 30 reduction, 30% healing. But we do it quick with my W, too. Because my W is such a low cooldown. Because Veigar also lowers the CD of his ability. That person's just dead immediately because she got hit into the wall. No one's ever gonna fight me, bro. I'm just on my own all the time. So let's buy this, and then I'm just gonna TP mid, and I'm gonna play aggressive as heck. If they want to jump on me and try to kill me, go ahead. I kind of want to limit test my capabilities, even though Vayne is based. We need to get the Nefiri thingy down, or if they're just never going to fight us, then we'll just freely take their entire base, I guess. Sadly, I die super quickly there. If my WQ landed, I'm pretty sure I would have sustained enough to be able to survive. I still landed everything, which was, like, insane. But too bad I couldn't showcase, like, how crazy it is, especially if you go side lane versus any mage. Whenever they try to poke you and they get you down just a little bit, just one single wave can instantly full heal you back. It's so nuts how much you can heal for. But anyways, this was showing you this Omni-Vamp build. I feel like this is the most effective way of using this build if you are to try to the Omni-Vamp build, because I think that Riftmaker is just, like, too difficult to use, and this makes up for the lack of mana. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Sorry that I wasn't able to showcase the healing, but I don't think I have enough time to, unfortunately, play more games to try to get the video out of a better game. The healing done is okay. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be healing for as much as somebody like a Sona or something. And Echo is a jungler, so he heals for a lot, and this guy has a Q heal, but not that bad, right? And it's way better when you actually get to see it when you get to go versus people and see the sustain right in front of your face. But anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Arena. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next commentary of the Veigar. We are playing Arena, of course, and we have something that is burned that we don't really want. We have attack speed and crit chance based off of AP. Probably don't want that, but honestly could be kind of goofy, though, if I did take it. We have the mirror image, which is super goofy occasionally. Gain a massive shield to Kang. And slap around, which gives us AP. You know what? I'm going to take this. And we'll see what happens with it. The reason for taking that is that, I don't know, I mean, I could go Rite of Ruin to make it so I always have really high crit chance. We could get really high attack speed and go, like, Gnasher's Tooth. Because sometimes you can do some really unique things in Arena that otherwise would sound so grief that, like, in regular game modes, it would just be super bad. But in our case, since we can get the value to be so insane, maybe it will be okay. I'll just flash away because it's worth getting back to my teammate here. I need to survive. I think that this enemy team comp, honestly, is something that we maybe can't go versus. I'm going to try to use that to try to catch them, but it didn't work. We used that. I did get all of the plant. I was wondering what healed me for so much there, but apparently that was from that. I can't get to the other plant. That's okay, though. We got a little bit of stacks. I don't think that there's a way for us to probably win this round in the first place with them being able to kite us. Plus, she has way better augments, too. But what I'm trying to say is that Veigar is a champion that can get a lot of AP, and if we can get a lot of AP and this literally scales our attack speed, I don't know if the ratio is that crazy, but maybe it's alright, where we can actually attack super fast. And then if we combine that with, if we get vulnerability that makes us so your items can crit, and buy a Gnasher's Tooth, suddenly, it might not be that bad anymore, and not, like, extremely grief. So that's, like, concept that I'm going with. Plus, the other choices were, like, so terrible that I feel like there's no reason to go for them. Man, I wish that I remember all the prismatics, or there was a way for me to look at the prismatic items, because if it does choose the Ornn one, and we get to have a random shop of prismatics, I wonder what I would maybe want that could maybe be good for attack speed and AP. These choices are mediocre. Flesh Eater is okay. This is attack speed and AP to make it so my ultimate does more damage by a pretty significant amount. Pyromancer's for burn, if I wanted to go that. The Flesh Eater is just CDR, HP, and honestly, pretty decent stats to have. And Demonic Embrace, that can give me way more AP and movement speed, which is probably more likely the thing that I would want. Because I feel like scaling this is more important, and this will help out with that, since the other item doesn't really give us much tankiness, even though it increases our damage. He can just go grab the other plant, I guess. That's fine. We're just trying to stack on these guys a little bit. It's not the easiest to do, but... a little bit of Zoe damage onto us. We still get one of the plants. I feel like we probably just need to go for this Nasus first. If he wants to just commit for me, he's probably going to have to walk into my abilities anyways. So that guy will die. I'm trying to survive. It's kind of difficult too. Nice Zoe Q. Yeah, I will die beforehand, but we did die directly in the center, so when the ring gets smaller, we should be able to get rezzed, I believe, which means that we probably should be okay. Unless we just win because of the fire. Nice, and because I get rezzed, that means I get more stacks. One more auto attack, because since I auto attacked him, that counts as a takedown, even if he dodged my ability. Got the takedown AP. Spell Wake. Spell Wake is the thing that causes a blast between us. Courage for shielding, probably not the thing that I really want. We have Dual Wield, which causes an additional bolt that causes effectiveness of the things to deal quite a bit. Honestly, my attacks grant AP on hit, and my abilities grant AD. And Glass Cannon. I'm going to take Dual Wield, and we're going to try to commit for this Veigar build where I get my attack speed to be kind of fast and see what happens. Let's try it out. And then we'll go Gnasher's Tooth, because then we have something that will trigger it on hit. Oh no, my teammate is going to maybe die before I can even help him. Oh, no, Pete is able to sustain both of us. Nice. I'm just going to auto-attack that once, be able to get it. How do you play, Mr. Trundle? Because I'm kind of worried about not ever trying to deal damage to them. Are we just trying to win through the ring? Oh, I got him. Nice. We should be able to win now. And it was like a pretty long round too, so we're getting like a decent amount of stacks from our AP too, which is sick. We're up to 45% on this. So 200 AP gave me like 10%. It's not that crazy, I guess. Prismatic Shop. Sword of the Divine, which makes it so my crits can crit. And I do have a decent amount of crit. But we also have Talisman, which could roll well. Otherwise, we just build Gnashers right away just to have the bonus effect of that. How does Sword of the Blossoming Dawn work? Sword of Blossoming Dawn has AP ratio healing too. So for now, we're going to go Gnashers. You can see that we deal 55, or I guess it says 69. Nice. And of course, this also triggers as well. It's not going to be so crazy that probably our auto attack damage is good enough, though. Probably. Oh my gosh, I am dying quick. Oh, I'm trying to not step away from you. My apologies for getting caught there. For now, we still don't do auto attacks for sure. We're mostly focused on just getting our EP higher. It's the most important thing. Dude, she doesn't die because of the plant! But that's okay, at least we both died together, so maybe we can still be okay with it. Are you, like, shielding and healing, Trundle? I guess that's kind of nice, because we are kind of playing as a carry, huh? I wish that he res me, though, so I could have been able to get a little bit more AP. That's chill, though. Your Q gains increased damage, but it loses ability haste. Stat anvils, we have the attack speed multiplier becoming even more incredible, but do I really need that much attack speed? If we go Gwinsu's, we can also trigger on hit way more frequently, which is maybe important to get eventually. We have First Strike and Dark Harvest, which could maybe generate a lot of money, so that's decent. The AP ratio of my Q in this game mode is 65%, but I could make it way stronger. Let's not take that, though. Let's take the First Strike and Dark Harvest. I'm also just going to buy this, and we will take the ability haste for now. This guy has Cloak of Starry Night, so I'm not going to deal anything. There is no way that we should ever fight these guys. We will get completely crushed by them when Gwen is ulting. Let's just be patient and wait. Dude, I feel like you having that is not the best. Oh my gosh. We probably will never be able to win this, but I'm just gonna burn everything onto the Darius just to try to burst him a little bit at least. The Darius having Cloak of Starry Night is, like, absurdly difficult to deal with. Oh no, we lose. Sorry, bro, I probably... Oh, wait. Is there a way for you to survive this? Doesn't he just deal too much? Because he has JG? Oh my gosh, you win. Dude, you're crazy. I mean, also, this question mark augment is really broken, if you didn't know. Extremely busted. Every 10 seconds, autocast fires a bolt, applying on-hit effects. I mean, having that is okay, but having probably more attack speed is more important because we want to be able to literally stand still and auto-attack them, and it's not like auto-attack speed of autocast really matters too much, probably. I could go Spellblade to make it more insane, I suppose. Oh, he has Hexbolt Companion, nice. We will take Diamond Tip Spear just to increase my attack range by a little bit. I don't know if the increased damage from attacks and abilities based off of distance increases your item damage, sadly. I think that's the saddest part about ever fighting. Dude, my auto attack speed is starting to get up there. I mean, we're at about 2 almost. Still probably possible to lose this, though. Because I'm Moom. I ran out of mana, dude. Yeah, I can't survive fast enough. I'm sorry. I tried, but the CC is just too good. And also, another person has, like, Giga Tanky, which is unfortunate. Zach always wins the endgame rounds with his passive. That's how that works, the interaction. Increase the damage done by your augments and items by 25%. Okay. So I can increase the damage of this stuff, huh? That also can scale up, and also we'll eventually be able to heal from it, so that's really good. Not gonna lie. Every single auto attack now, what, does 108 plus also the on hit of like being able to trigger it with the dual wield. We don't have like Winsus or anything to deal with though, and we don't have Death Cap yet either. But we have been not building it on purpose though. Huh. I guess Trundle's damage is a bit absurd. Oh, he actually did walk into it. What do you know? She just dies as soon as she steps up. Seems that my auto attacks, honestly, are not that bad. I feel like it's dishing out a pretty significant... Whoa, why does it say... That's a lot, isn't it? 6.5k? How much damage did I deal that round? I'm confused. Whoa, that's more than I was expecting. We will take, augments grant additional effects, I guess, which is alright. We can maybe get better levels from it and stuff. Seems alright with me. Oh, it even chose my teammate too. Sick. Remove an augment to upgrade other augments. I don't think that there's anything to upgrade. I'm pretty happy with what I honestly have right now. Get a prismatic stat anvil, or unlock my 5th augment slot in the future in 5 rounds. I feel like I'd rather have that because maybe another silver augment could also be really insane, or maybe even just like level it up. So do I want to go Death Cap next, or do I just want to build the Sword of Blossoming Dawn so then every single auto attack will heal for more? And we eventually still need to buy this Gwynsu's too. Because if I get Gwynsu's, that just will like help out a lot with being able to trigger this way more frequently when we do try to auto attack people to death. Not sure. Nice. I mean, that's good. His Blitzcrank pulls are kind of ridiculous. $14,000? Bruh. Is this actually dealing, like, more damage than it's supposed to? Why does it say that it does so much? That doesn't even seem right. Because, I mean, I'm still dealing so much with my abilities, right? How on earth is it dealing... There's just no way. I don't believe that. Reverberation. Immobilizing triggers your on-hit effects 3 times. I feel like we probably just want Death Cap. Just increase our EP by a big amount. We'll build some anvils as well. We'll get the attack speed and ability haste. And the magic pen probably is best. Because we don't really care about the crit. The crit doesn't really do anything. Oh yeah, it's probably because I'm auto-attacking now. Because you can see that, like, it will go up, I think. Okay, 16,770 is what it's at. We just need to remember that number. 16,767. Wow, I can't move the entire time. What? Not me just getting CC to death the entire time. Okay, so, the Elise just doesn't die right now. I just don't have enough damage to kill her, really. Or, I am dealing damage, but I just am getting out Omnivamp, potentially. So it did about 2,000 damage. That's not that bad, right? And now we got Fan the Hammer. Each bolt can crit, which applies on hit, but there's also Gambit Anvil, which is okay. We don't really care about upgrading this because all it does is just give us more attack speed, but we don't really care about that right now. The damage amplification for this is not that bad. But I feel like we probably want Fan the Hammer, huh? Because now when I do one single auto attack, it will do my on-hit effects for my Nashers. We're at 21,173 this round. Wait, what? They're alive? Huh. Wow, well, sadly he got on top of me, so I died instantly. So, it seems to be okay. The amount of damage that it does is not that bad. We did like 3,000 damage that round with it. Puppeteer. Nah, we don't really care about that. Do I finally build my Gwinsus here? We don't have like much pen. But I think that we do go the Gwinsus. Ooh, nice. We got flat magic pen, too. I mean, it's actually dealing a ton. Look how much damage my auto attacks do. Like, I see the numbers. It's not that bad. Dude, I look so ridiculous when I'm spinning around. Holy crap. Imagine when this augmented power gets stronger, too. When I get to level it up more, maybe. Oh man, I'm not able to one-tap her with like one auto attack. It was close though. I'm just trying to kill people with auto attacks just to see if I can do it. I don't really want to use my abilities anymore, just to test. Damage amplification way more. Ooh. Holy crap, my augmented power is so strong. Holy crap. It works. No! Dude, but I couldn't kill her, but it was close. How did I deal so much to the, Urgot? Does she have more magic resist? I mean, it's clearly working. Oh, it actually does work, kind of. Ability damage? Ability damage doesn't count. We need a Terminus, don't we? How much magic resist does she have? Not that much. If I was to build Terminus, what do I get? Only 24% pen? How much health do they have? Urgot has way more health than me, so that would make Perplexity way better. But I'll just go this. Oh my gosh, my augmented power did so much. How much damage did my Gnasher's Tooth? 52,000. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think that this is not round that I can win, because that guy is way too strong. I'm gonna start using my abilities now. I wasn't trying to only auto-attack. Urgot is really difficult to win against. Honestly, I'd be surprised if we can't beat them, because Urgot is a bit unfair. Do I want to get rid of First Strike, potentially? No, probably not. I do need to be auto-attacking to try to probably benefit still from my augments. I mean, my augments really do mostly focus on that too. But I still need to do that. I can't see him, bro. Oh, I'm gonna lose because he has the tech that is just not something that you can play versus. But my teammate did get to kill the other person, though. So, the tech, what he has is like a Fiora ultimate, and sadly, because he has that, there's just like nothing that I can do about it. It's such a dumb interaction, but that's just like the way it goes. And wait, we're not out? Oh. I thought we were like out for sure. If I get rid of Gwinsu's, I could maybe build a Zanya's. Yeah, let's draw your sword as well. Jeez. Because I probably need it versus him to try to counter that, since he kind of just kills me by pressing the button after pressing W. In fact, I mean, W should just be on all the time. His GA is down, right? Has a 1 round cooldown, so he doesn't have it this round. He didn't even buy a new item. Dude, it's not possible for me to even get near them. Also, not having boots kind of sucks. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm so dead. No! Dude, that was close, though. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed of me trying something that is way out of the ordinary. Like, I don't think many people would try going attack speed Veigar, but it kind of works well, because I like doing the goofy stuff. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.